This right here is a very simple strategy for you. So if you're a beginner trader, if you are struggling, this is one strategy you need to start practicing today and start making profit from the financial market. This right here is a breakout strategy, and we apply this strategy when we're having a trendy market. If it's a downtrend or an uptrend, you can use it depending on the trend. It is a very simple strategy. All you need is just to practice it and become better at it and start to practice and start to make profit using this strategy. So briefly, we'll be showing you how we enter this trade so you can learn and also apply. So if you're interested in transparency, go ahead and smash the like button, and of course let us know in the comment section if you are going to be using this strategy starting today. So what are the things that I saw? The first few things I saw that made me to place this trade is the trend. Okay, so right here the trend for me is an uptrend, all right, because of some structures that have been broken. All right, these are the ways we know when trend is changing. When structures are being broken, it's a signal that trends are changing. So you look at this market, you will see that obviously we cannot tell right here. This was a period where the price moved upside, and then the price also moved downside, because this now is the previous low, higher low. The structure got broken here and the price fell down, showing to us that the sellers are strong. And then eventually the buyer stepped in, started moving the price upward. This right here is the recent high, price broke it right here. So this is now a sign that the buyers are strong and the price should be moving upward. So these are some of the things we saw. And also, if you look at the market, you also see that we have a decent amount of pressure in the market. The candles are beautiful. We're having less rejections. So those are some of the things that we saw that has made us to place this beautiful trade. Of course, so few seconds left for this trade to finish. And of course, at the end, I'll also explain the exact reason why I ultimately took this beautiful trade. All you have to do is stick with us and make sure you don't go anywhere. So we have a few seconds left. Let's see what happens at the end of this trade. Okay, so if you are finding any kind of interest in this video, make sure to give us a like, and of course do well to subscribe on the bell icon so you don't miss out. So we won this trade eventually because the market, the network became slow. So right here we have just won this trade. As you can see right here, our account is now 323k. It's a beautiful trade. All right, so look at this very candle right here, guys. This right here is the moment where I took my trade, and of course a lot of you guys will freak out when the market eventually show its hand. The reason why it's so is because you don't have a strategy, or the strategy you have, you don't trust it so much. So you know, trust in your strategy comes from practicing. That's why we are always telling our beginner traders that please make sure you pick one strategy in the beginning and practice with that strategy. Practice until you get better eventually, and then you will eventually trust the strategy when you start to make profit with it. And one of the ways to get good at the strategy is to practice and make sure you document every single thing that is going on in your trades. All right, practicing and of course documenting. Those are the two important things. If you are not documenting your trade, then you won't be able to track your performance overall, and you won't know what to improve on. You won't know what to avoid. All right, so that's why it's important that you document every single of your trade. All right, so make sure you practice and make sure you also document. Okay, so if you want to be good at trading, you want to have a strategy, you want to have this kind of precision, you want to take a trade and trust that the trade will win, you need to have a strategy. And of course it comes from practicing. We have a lot of videos on the channel you can watch. If you're interested in joining our mentorship program so it can be faster for you, it's also very easy for you to do that. The link is below in the comment section. Contact us via Telegram and we'll show you everything you need to do to be a part of that program. All right, if you're also interested in taking all our signals every single day and profiting 100% for free, guys, join us. The link is also below in the comment section. So more important than this beautiful win is the why. Why have I placed this trade, and what can you do to also do the same? The first thing you need to do is to look for the trend. Like I said earlier, the trend right here, considering the structures, it's an uptrend. It may look confusing, but when you practice over time, it gets better. All right, on this level, what we're having is an uptrend because we're having series of higher lows here, and series of higher highs, and the market fell down strongly, breaking this previous higher low. As you can see, the structure is showing to us now that the sellers are strong, and then sellers moved the price briefly downward and they could not move it further. All right, then all of a sudden we started having the buyers stepping in again and creating a series of higher lows. So this, from this low that is below, there's another low that's higher, and eventually this previous high, as you can see here, got broken right here in the market. So this is showing to us now that the buyers are strong and we should be looking to enter trade in the direction of the buyers. That being said, we need the price to cool down. We want to have some retracement phase, because you don't want to be entering trade because of the market is trending upward. When do you enter is also important, right? So looking at this level, it's a minor downtrend, which is showing to us that the market is retracing. It's also a sign that we can potentially jump in at the end of the retracement phase. The next thing you want to do is to draw a trend line on the resistance level to see how the sellers are performing. You can see that each time sellers came here, they fell, they came here, they fell. So this shows that this trend line is effective. And eventually, what we want to do is to wait for a breakout out of that trend line, which is going to serve as our zone of entry. So this right here is a beautiful candle that eventually closed outside of my zone, or inside of my zone, on the other side of this trend. Of course, I took my trade immediately, and you can see that we have won this trade. This is all about this very live operation. We hope you've learned something and you can apply. It is simple. All you have to do is practice and practice and practice. As they say, practice makes you better. All right, so give us the thumbs up if you find interest or value here, and of course let us know below if you were going to take this trade if you were in this very market situation. Make sure to also turn on the bell icon. Make sure you don't miss out on any of our important live binary options operations. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, keep trading, keep working hard, and have a good day.